Hey everybody, we're back with some more random chess. Knight c3 is our move. My rating might be a little different than what it should be. Knight c3 is this one. I had 3 games I played offline. We get to play the Vienna game potentially. We are. They played that line. I don't know. I was hoping they'd go into the Vienna gambit. Alas. I'm so sad. Do I want to play it anyways? Probably not. Definitely not. That just leads to this. Rather, let's just play sensibly. Developer knight, developer bishop, castle. Developer bishop. Here seems fine. Alright. Do we exchange? Do we retreat? Do we give a check? I kind of don't want to do this. I do always talk about pawn weaknesses and doubling pawns, but this allows them to have greater control of the center, and then can potentially support a d5 push in the future. So I don't think I want to exchange. I'm going to drop back instead. And if they capture, I will recapture with my a pawn and open up my rook. That's my thinking at least. If I were them, I'd probably develop. I'm going to castle. I'm going to castle almost regardless of what they do. Case in point. And now I'm going to think about developing this guy. How do I want to do it? They're offering this capture, which I don't hate. Yeah, let's go for it. I want to see the justification. Okay. Okay. They're threatening to go back that way. Take my bishop back rather. I could give the check. They can't do that, but let's take. It's not the. I don't think it's the best move, but I'm down time. Okay, I can give this check. And I think I want to do that just to invoke a weakness or to force the king to move and no longer castle. And then I'll probably just bring my queen back. Okay, bring my queen back, protect this pawn. The other alternative move was to go here, so that way if they went that way I could take, but I don't think it's worth it. Now I'm going to bring... I'm not going to do that. Let's protect this pawn. Overprotect the pawn, rather. And I don't like this knight. I kind of want to just offer the trade. One other thing I can do is bring out my bishop. And I don't hate that either, actually. Let's start with developing the bishop. I'm down a minute. Keep that in mind. And then continue with the knight plan. I don't see what else I'm really doing with the knight. If they push... I'm going to capture here first. If they capture, then I get this royal fork. So they should recapture this way. would be very foolish not to. And can I take advantage of that pawn structure here, 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 here? I don't think so. They could probably do something like a c5 and be okay. Yeah, they take it. And in fact, they're probably going to play, what move is that? e5. They're probably going to play e5 pretty soon to support the pawn on d4. Do I want to maintain, do I want to sit on that diagonal? I could push, but I don't think I really love that. I could take, but I don't see the utility. I think I'll retreat this way. I have a feeling I want to push my f-pawn, and then I can swing the bishop back if I need to. Of course, if they push, I'm going to play g3. I'm going to play g3. I imagine that might be the move. Oh, and now if I do that, huh. Egads. Okay. I played that when I meant to, when I meant to draw an arrow. I apologize. Hopefully it's okay. I was actually thinking of this move. I could, do I want to do that? Give me a moment. Okay, let's see. I could block with a pawn, actually. It's not the worst idea. I'm debating. I should probably move my king anyways at some point. I don't think the queen will just move away on her own, but it's possible. If they take, I will take with the pawn. Okay. I obviously can't do it right now, but that pawn's well defended. Let's move the king out of the way. I think I do have a threat here. If they take back with the pawn, I capture the knight. If they capture with the knight, I can capture this pawn, and the knight is threatened. So they defend it. Okay, makes sense. Do I push? I don't think so. I think let's activate our rook, and then maybe get a little battery forming. This pawn is threatened. Although I don't really care. If they take it, I can take this one and then apply more pressure. So that doesn't really threaten me. I can also go here and kind of do multiple things at once. I also threaten an infiltration. That's not too bad. I kind of like that move, actually. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, I'm down 3 minutes. I gotta hurry up. I got a chop. But yeah, I kind of like the option of moving my queen in there. This pawn is under threat as well. I can imagine something like this. I don't think they will move their rook back. That seems a little passive to me. Although, it would also allow queen here to be a bit more threatening. I would imagine maybe rook here as a response, but the pawn falls and it just becomes very unpleasant. Yeah, I lose this pawn, but like, who cares? Relatively speaking. I could see them going for a trade. If they capture, I will recapture. Let's see. I could capture here first. If they take, I capture here. They're not going to go here because, what is that move? They're threatening this pawn instead. Or maybe they're just trying to preserve that pawn. Prevent any sort of funny business. I'm not sure. This pawn does hang though. And regardless of which pawn they take, a different one falls. So, let's see. Is there any possibility... The queen doesn't get trapped either. If I take... I don't see the threat, and I'm low on time, so I'm going to take the pawn. Okay, they take that one. Let's go over here. Ah, this pawn. Although, if they take this pawn falls. If they take this way, I'll probably go for the trades. Maybe? I think it's worth it. The alternative is to try to pile up pressure, but they would just exchange themselves. And I don't think that's worth it for me. So let's do that. We're going to... what's the better way? I could anchor in that way as well. Let's hold that thought. Do I want to push this pawn? Do I want to go here? I think moving my rook to this file is not as great because now the knight's very well defended. It's not an absolute pin anymore. So I think pushing this pawn takes precedent. Although I could also push and threaten to fork. Actually, I like that. Let's push. I'm threatening a fork. I also protect the bishop. If the knight moves... Okay, the rook moves. Multiple options exist. I want to target the pawn. I do allow this pawn to be hit though. If they retreat back, I will exchange to win the pawn. If they go here, then I get the fork, and that's good for me. If they push, I can take. They take that way. Interesting. Let's pin the rook. Oops. I do need to hurry. Let's go here. I gotta watch out for these pawns now. That was sloppy of me. Let's go here. If they go here, I can go here. I gotta hurry. I need to hurry some more. Oh, I could have just taken that. That'd be scary. If they push, right, the pawn probably falls. I gotta hurry. I really need to hurry, actually. Okay, let's go here because I need to hurry. We'll move. Check. And we're going to try to bring our king in. We'll still try to bring the king in. Hopefully we don't just lose everything. Okay, that's not great. I don't love that. Let's move here. Again, I gotta move. Alright, 1844. It's been a few days since I played chess, but I still need to do my best here. Oh, that was not smart. On the other hand, they've misplaced their rook, I think. Let's go here. Maybe I could have taken it. That doesn't seem great. Geez. Move here, move here. That's not good. They can push. Oh, they can push again. Whoops. Yeah, I deserved that loss. Good game to my opponent. Let's see. I think I underestimated this knight here. I probably should have taken it. Although, even before then, letting this happen was definitely a mistake. I could have, yeah. I don't know, a lot of things were done wrong. If I'd gone there, I imagine they moved the rook back. I can go here, I guess. Anyways, I'll look at it at some point. I hope you enjoyed, despite me not playing well. Have a great rest of your day.